It hasn't rained in forever. I wonder why they cover that up. Apparition Highlands. Appellation. Ah, my phone ringing. $500 fine if you do not put your animal on a leash. That's a pretty impressive fine. My oldest squirrel, Audie's in town, and she wanted to take Ragdoll for a walk. So we're at Cheaha, which is the home of the highest point in Alabama. It's not right here, it's back behind us. But while we're here, I'm going to show you most possibly the coolest fixed blade knife you'll ever rest your eyeballs on. But until we do that, I'm going to try to catch up with her. You don't want to walk with people? Let's get off this wooden structure and get down there on the trail. You want to?
Yeah.
She's a land animal. This is more like a boat. This is my drone footage. I'm gonna get here to the tallest spot. We're gonna get her bigger harness today. Jilly encouraged me to get a harness for her, and that one came from Dirt Cheap, and it's
Dirt Cheap.
I think it's made for small children and not animals.
Right there,
Go. But she's not a potty dog. Everywhere I've taken her, she's never went to the bathroom. I trained her not to ever do that because I'm not picking anything up in the bag. See, you shouldn't say that on video. So there's the point. I don't know, it's so clear up there. You want to go let her look over the side?
We can look over the side at the bottom, right?
Sure, but look at that.
Okay.
This place is so beautiful. I want to work up here, but the problem is I want a job up here where I can just kind of do what I want to do, not be responsible for anything except myself and wandering around. I kind of want to do it right now. We made it up here. It's just a hint of haze. Not a lot.
Okay.
Is she T10? You need to wipe that up. But I know her schedule. It's once in the morning and once at night. And she always does it in our driveway because it sticks to my tires and it gets thrown all over my truck all day long. Said that she's with me no matter where I go. It is absolute silence up here except for you talking. And now, the moment you have all waited for. When I come up here, I feel like Vince Gill, who wrote a song about being this high. He talks about getting weak in the knees. I think he did. Okay, we're going to get our new harness on. This is the O-Knife fixed blade knife. Fortitude 2. This joker is impressive. It's got the CPM S35V in steel, which is a really hard steel and holds an edge forever and ever. The problem with a hard, crazy hard steel that holds the edge forever is it is brittle at times. But check it out. You want to see it?
Maybe let me.
Yeah, I hate to throw it.
Yeah.
Hang on, yeah, you can be my thumb. You got to go back up there and sit down with the dog.
Okay.
Don't. I'm telling you, that thing is like crazy sharp.
I didn't touch the end of it. I was just seeing how thin it was.
It's thin.
That is crazy.
It'll shave the hair on your arm. You can shave under your arms with it. Let's see it. Did it do it? I'm telling you, it will.
Me with the knife. Here, oh here, wait, Ragdoll, come here. Let's be a thumbnail. Right there.
You gotta hold it sideways so I can see it. It's gonna. There you go. Girl. Good enough. She doesn't. She hates being on camera too. Okay. We will cut something with it later.
Yeah, it does shave your arm hairs if they're wondering.
But it is just too pretty. Oh.
Be careful, Denny.
My skin's kind of dry. That's embarrassing. Oh, poke my lip. But you know what's fun about knives? If you're a knife fanatic and a coin collector, you get a coin too. I'm gonna take it out of its little protective bag. And it says, I can't read it. The SOOTCH00 edition. Look at that. Chigger.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Not really. The Fortitude 2 0-knife fixed blade knife. 0-knife fixed blade knife.
That's it.
That is what they're asking for Christmas. And it comes with a soft little handy dandy. And this little spot right here is for, oh, I don't want to get a scratch on it. Comes with a packet of salt. Cool, huh? I was thinking there's a couple of things. You could put this on your belt loop and it'll ride like that, which is pretty cool. Or you could stick a fire starter through there, which would be okay since it's such a hard steel. That's, what is it, in my honest opinion? I'm not much on acronyms, but if I was, that would be it. You ready to move on?
Yeah, let's do it.
Can we capture this? Okay, we're having a discussion. Which way you want to go back on the thing?
Now let's go back on the thing. So I can let go of her and she can just run.
Her best friend she knows somebody that has, what is it?
Early onset dementia.
EOD, early onset dementia. Is that the acronym for it?
I don't know if there is one.
I think EOD is Explosive Ordnance Division.
But
anyway, the whole discussion revolved around, does doing puzzles keep your mind sharp? Let's say as you age, whether it's dementia or not.
And I said
And she said yes. Why? What was your example? Like kids?
Because I said, like, kids, when you're trying to teach them and keep their like brain stimulated, you give them the blocks.
Yeah.
Like the triangle blocks, you have to put into the triangle hole, or you give them like easy puzzles, and it stimulates their brain, which improves like brain growth, right?
Right.
So, as like an older person who needs to keep their brain young, if they're doing puzzles, their brain is constantly being stimulated.
Okay, and I said, what about kids who grew up without blocks? Take George Washington, for example. He became a president, and he didn't play with blocks. He cut trees and did all kind of other stuff. And you said what?
The stairs.
She'll go, you get to go, come on. Let's go.
I said that Washington was only a president because he was in a power, he was like in like an authority figure already. And they chose him because he was strong and he was a leader.
But he
wasn't
wasn't
because of his intelligence. Initially, right?
I don't know, that's a good point. It kind of blew away what I was thinking. So the question is, did George Washington become an uneducated president who was not smart simply because he was good at battle.
Initially.
See, that's a good point.
Thank you.
I think about Civil War leaders. A lot of them probably didn't go to college, and they made their way up into the ranks. So had they...
But over time, you're learning. His intelligence was probably only on like military and
Yeah.
battle techniques. So it made him seem smarter because he knew so much about that.
So if that's true, it means that Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk must have grew up with a lot of plastic triangles and squares.
Yes, probably. Their parents were probably constantly giving them like puzzles and those like building blocks.
You think they listened to Mozart as a baby?
Giving them, probably. Constantly giving them Legos. I'm serious.
But listening to Mozart doesn't make you smart.
No, that was a joke.
Those people were prodigies. They did what they did because they did what they did.
Right. But it also probably is genetics. They probably had very, very smart grandparents or great-grandparents.
I don't know if they knew them. The Black Plague pretty much wiped out everybody but them. I'm just kidding. I don't know anything about history. I know that dog needs a better harness. So that's our whole story today. That's what we talk about.
Washington.
Sometimes. So. Okay, so thanks for watching our videos.
Thanks.
Oh, you want? I told her it's a $500 fine not to have your dog on a leash. She said, well, we could let her run around out there. Said she's actually on a leash. I said, yeah, but if she sees a squirrel, she's gonna absolutely, come on. Come on. Come here. I think she likes you better. I want to do a little better and show you more about this knife now that I'm back in the base camp. But first, we're going to check out something here. You ready? I want to know, I had glasses on this thing. I got a picture of two people on my camera. Interesting. I want to show you a little more about this. Other than the pack of salt it comes with, we'll remove that. The cool thing about this is it can go on the belt, on your belt, both horizontal, if this was your belt, or it can go vertical, which is pretty cool. It is leather. It has the brass pins, the brass snap, and it is actually probably my favorite knife. It is the SOOTCH edition. Have no idea who that is or why it is. I'm sure I can Google it, but it's a beautiful knife. It's rather soft. It has a material type feel to it. It has the hex head screws, and I'm sure over time, if you use this, it will stain and end up looking like you want it to if you truly use it, unless you're just buying this as a collectible knife, because I've heard they've only made 300,000 of these. Back up a little bit, they only made 3,000 of these, and they come with a serial number right there, which you can't see. This is number whatever it is. I had glasses on my wagon here, and Ragdoll got them, and she mangled them. I think I hear her. Hold on. Knives are cool. Well, I thought I heard her, but I did not hurt her. So, but the cool thing, my hands are sweaty right now. It's hot outside. Hey, it's maybe 75. And just being out, I've been walking around a lot this morning, and my hands are a little sweaty. But this knife does not seem to slip at all. Cool. I failed to mention that this knife actually has a lifetime warranty too. It's different prices on different places, but roughly the $100 knife, maybe a little bit less, and in different places. And it's not a brand new out there knife, but it's got a place there for your lanyard. But it's hard to beat a lifetime warranty. It is considered a hard use knife to bang and chop, which we're going to do in a minute. If you're buying this knife as a collectible, you're simply going to put it up and not use it. If you're going to use it like I am, you're not concerned about the instructions. But it does come pretty doggone sharp out of the box. Now, this knife is worth nothing because I've just destroyed the paperwork. But that's okay with me. It's not for sale. I don't have a hammer with me to start banging this on stuff and beating the daylights out of it. I don't know if I mentioned the scales on the back. If there's different words for these, it makes no difference. It's just a dang good knife. One of my biggest dislikes. Wait a minute. One of the good things about a hard steel like this is it retains an edge for many moons. Now true, I'm just taking the bark off the tree, but let's go to a different tree. This is a watertight tree. It only grows in watertight areas, which is where the base camp is. Essentially a swamp. So there's your firewood starter. Wait a minute, it's dead already. But anyway, this one is actually easier to sharpen than the Fortitude 1. More of a kitchen type steel and stuff like that is they sharpen a little easier, but they don't hold the edge as long. So I should be able to take this, throw it out in the woods, let it sit there a long time, go get a metal detector and find it. But I probably won't be able to find it. And right now we have to find our dog. I will put the link to this absolute beauty on my channel. Okay, I can see the number now. 1175 is the number of this one. But if you do ever put them up for sale, you got to say, well, how many rounds have been through it? I ain't gonna buy that thing. It actually says SOOTCH00 edition on the blade. So it's a double-aught SOOTCH. There's my wagon. There's one of the cameras out here. There's a multitude of cameras out here. That's how I got people on the camera. But I got them on a camera because I've given them permission to come out here and play. I hear an animal. You can see the cattail growing down there. I don't know what the animal is. Could it be a dog? Nobody likes vines. This is going to be a good camping knife. I'm going to carry it in my hand, just in case. I see the animal over there. I gotta be careful because if it's my animal, it's gonna run up and try to sniff everything in my hand, which is not a good idea. I think it's a white mountain lion. It is. Where have you been? You've been making your rounds? She loves coming out. The first thing she likes, you can smell that end of it, but not the other end. She loves coming out, and I've got trails throughout all the property. First thing she does when I let her out in the morning is run everywhere. I mean, runs and runs. Every one of these trails gets all our exercise in, and then she comes back in to the camp and she sleeps. and she sleeps, and she sleeps, and she sleeps. Unless I get up, or unless she hears me and wants to do something else. You ready to go? Let's go. Come on. Show them how obedient you are. Get in here. Let's go. Come on, girl. Come on. Oh my goodness. Get in your seat. Oh, your feet are wet. You've been in the swamp. Get up there. You ready to go? Okay, thanks for watching my video.